Welcome to QueAquatics and Exotics. My name's Susie, and this is a Sunday Night Live, and I am living on the edge. Let me tell you, living on the edge. It feels like it's going to rain. Looks like it's going to rain, but I'm set up outside anyway because this is my happy place. And since I cannot be in Aquashella, this is my happy place. So how is everybody tonight? Hey, Skull Aquatics, Bob. This is awesome. Like, first thing I'm going to do, as you guys know, is I'm going to test my microphone, the audio, the video with my favorite song.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.
Hey, hey, hey! How is everybody this beautiful Sunday night? I hope you don't mind. We're out by the pond, just enjoying as much as I can. Hey, Skull Aquatics. Hey, Swiss is lurking. Bob says yay, so I think that means everything is good to go. So I made my circle bigger this week. Not that I wanted it to be bigger, but I made it bigger. Yeah. Tonight I wanted to talk about, there's so many things I want to talk about. And I'm going to try really hard not to talk about Aquashella, but how great is that? Elisa and John got married? What? Like, I think I missed something. I thought they were just going to Aquashella. Like, wow. That's so awesome. And I'm hoping, I haven't heard from either of them since their speech, since their talk, but they had their very first public talk today. And I am very excited for them. And I notice a lot of my friends are there. So yeah, there's a whole lot going on right now. Besides Aquashella, but I did want to talk about, you hear that motorcycle? I don't know how loud the outside noises are compared to my microphone, but it reminds me that I am going on a motorcycle run Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and should be home Sunday. And I am going to York, Pennsylvania. I'm meeting up with a whole bunch of amazing women motorcyclists, and I am very excited. Very excited. Muppet's in the house. Hey, Muppet. And he says, hi, Laura. Everybody uses their proper name. I can't even remember my own proper name. What? So as long as everything goes well, I should be back Sunday. But I'll definitely let, FishTuber's notification knows if there's an issue. Because, But I got to show you guys something first before we even get started into tonight's topic. And tonight's topic is going to be water changes. Do they need to happen outside in a pond? Do they need to happen outside in a summer tub? And when would they need to happen if they do? So, hey, Teresa Cookie, look at that stranger, she's saying. Woo! I got my phone to read the chat because I can't read. My computer's way over there on the table. But I want to show you guys something. Hey, Monster. I have a neighbor and a friend. His name is Ken. A couple houses down. He made me something, and I want to show this to you. He hand carved this out of wood. Are you guys ready for how amazing this is? Can you believe this? Look at that. He hand carved that, painted it, waterproofed it, put a little hangy thing on it. Like, and I have it, I don't know if you could see it right up there at the end of the bridge, hanging up on my ramp going up onto the porch. Isn't that a freaking amazing? Amazing. I am so excited about that. That is definitely hanging up. Somebody said hi, Alishan. I don't see Tom in the house. Tom, you here? Do a drive by Scott Liz place. Oh, I should. Even though they're out of the hobby, they're not out of my life because I told them you can't lose me that easily, you know? You can't just say out of the hobby and don't think you're going to be infiltrated by Suzuki. So, Tom, I know you're nearby. I'm set up outside. Does it not look like it's going to rain? It feels like it's going to rain. It's dark like it's going to rain. But guess what? Jimmy cracked corn. I don't care. Woohoo! Ooh, 3G. Please hit the like. Thank you so much, Bob, for saying that. Hit the like, guys. How are the fish that you picked up doing? I am absolutely in freaking love. Okay, I'm going to do a whole video on this tank because this tank is breathtaking. The people that I met, and I didn't even meet the fish keeper, I met his wife. Absolutely amazing. So a guy and his wife are moving and wanted to know if they could rehome their fish. I was supposed to go up and pick up the fish, bring the tank to the fish club and the shrimp to another member, and blah, blah, blah. Well, I had my granddaughter. It was a crazy, crazy day, a long and windy road. I'm telling you. I was probably going 20 miles an hour and people behind me were honking their horn trying, but it was curve after curve after curve after curve. There's no way I was going any faster. So I just had to stop, look in my rear view mirror and I passed their house like 5 times. Oh my God, I'm exaggerating. 3 times. But I wanted to say I passed it once because that's what a normal person would do, right? Pass it once. But anyway, so I went there and he already told me he packed up all his stuff. So I was supposed to bring my equipment. I brought everything but a net. Who doesn't bring a net to get fish? So I thought I was going to bag up some fish. And anyway, without a net, we decided to drain the tank down to the substrate, a little bit above the substrate, keep the fish in there, get them in the car, put a little bit of the water back in, get home and have John help me, blah, blah, blah. Well, that worked out great. I didn't get to give the shrimp because she really wasn't, that keen on it. It wasn't that she wasn't keen on it, but she said if they worked well in the tank, keep them. I'm like, I'm keeping them. Tom, I'm telling you right now, you can't have this tank. You can't have this tank. I'll give you another tank. I'll give you 3 other tanks. But this tank has the most lush carpet. It's unbelievable. What's the carpet of? Pearlweed. It is a super deep substrate with pearlweed carpet. Got these beautiful green, emerald green rasboras. The little tiny ones with the green eyes and black spot on their fin. Gorgeous. A couple of cory cats, some corridors on the bottom. There were 2 blue-eyed fish that I know aren't, but they didn't make it, bizarrely enough. When I got home, they were both species. But this tank is sitting on my kitchen table. Don't ask John Bag of Donuts how he likes it. Sitting on my kitchen table. I cannot wait to bring this tank to you guys and show you. I am in love. I just sit there and stare at this tank. I turn all the lights off in the house at night and turn the tank on. Tom, I love it. Absolutely love it. I can't wait to show you guys. Oh my gosh. Did you go on Aquatung Road? Yes. I went on Aquatung Road, River Road to Aquatung Road. Both of which on my Jeep, on my motorcycle would have been an amazing ride. But I have my granddaughter, the Jeep, and the back of my Jeep is filled with river rock or pond rock that, free curbside pickup rock. Well, I picked up the curbside rock, and I'm having a hard time unloading it because there's so many of them. But anyway, that was amazing. Look at everybody in the house. Somebody said hi, Sandy, Patty. I can't wait to show you guys this tank. It's gonna be good. I know I was gonna do tonight's video on it, tonight's live stream on it, but because I had so many issues with my ponds, I figure I'm gonna do my ponds. Bob is a lunatic. Hello, guys. Uh-oh, Bob. Bob can't be in trouble already. Hi, Matt. Oh, you guys are funny. You owe us one, Q. Oh, I'll give you one. I'll give you two. I'll give you a 40-gallon breeder. I'll give you a 20-gallon. I'll give you the whole setup. But this tank is awesome. And we got some more people in the house. And I want to show you, speaking of awesome, what my neighbor did. This is handcrafted. Isn't this amazing? This is handcrafted wood, carved. He even carved inside my angelfish eye in the logo is a betta fish. He hand carved that out, the angel, the Q, and then painted them, and then I think it was shellac. I forget what the coating was on them. And then he put a grommet in the back so I could hang it. How amazing is that? Like, I'm going to start showing off some of my fan art, let me tell you, because this is a wood craftsman at his best. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah, and if you can see, it's like hanging up right up there. And I'm drinking out of my brand new coffee mug. This is great. So you know what? It makes missing Aquashella a little bit better. But I do have so much going on. Oh, I just love my chair. I love my chair. I hope it doesn't rain. Mismatched socks. Mismatched socks. I love it. Ask him to do a Bucks County Aquarium Society logo. I know, it's very similar, isn't it? It is similar. And he asked me where I got my logo, and thank goodness I made my logo before I joined my group, because they're so similar. I would have thought, did you copy that logo? But I spent 5 weekends, like I spent more time on my logo when I first created my channel than I did on videos. And my priorities a little mixed up. There. I'm late. Hi, Darlene. Better Nate than Lever, right? One of my favorite marine predator fish can be caught in Louisiana. Did you hear those motorcycles? That's going to be me, guys. Thursday, I'm going on a motorcycle run to York. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Oh. That was my merch. Thank you, Monster. Look at that. Yes, I do. I made some merch up for my Plantique 101. That's my plant channel. I made some up for my miniature channel. I've been doing miniatures since the 70s. Not like children's dollhouse furniture, but grown-up people, collector dollhouse furniture. And plants. And I made a koi pond. I've made some reptile enclosures and reptiles. I got to work on my Sculpey skills. Let me tell you, the president of the Bucks County Aquarium Society's got some mad skills as well, making molds and stuff. I'm talking to her about maybe she can help me out and teach me some things, because she's pretty amazing. And speaking of Callie, I had an interview with Callie, which was so enlightening. I'm putting together that as a video as well on testing water and the whole thing on water, like not just ammonia, nitrite, and nitrite like you'll see in this video tonight, but she gets into carbonate hardness and general hardness, and I asked her to break it down for me so I can understand. So I am just so excited to put that together, because I think I could put it together, edit it, watch it several times before I can actually start getting it. You know how like sometimes some people get things real easy and other people don't, or one kid can tie their shoe and the other one still struggles with it. I struggle with hardness. So hardness is hard for me. Oh, look at his skull. Hey, MFG. Oh, Monster Fish Gal, MFG. Q is happy with her wood. You are not kidding. I have a little workshop with my dollhouse furniture, and I do a lot of woodworking. So my table saw is actually 4 inches big. It's just a little tiny table saw. I used to have a lathe that was only 10 inches long and make the little spindles for the dollhouse porches and stuff. I love working with wood, and I even like that wood better. And speaking of wood, did anybody see Peck Tech's Instagram, the piece of wood he got for his fish tank or pond? It is amazing. I was like, I'm looking at all those pictures from Aquashella, like just drooling, drooling. Ugh, ugh. So, yes, so aside from those upcoming videos, which I'm so thrilled, and I'm able to make videos again. A lot of people don't notice. I don't blame them, I wouldn't notice. But I haven't been making videos lately. And I have struggled with a huge problem of storage. Since the beginning of YouTube for me, I have struggled with storage. I have a 2 terabyte hard drive. I have 20 terabytes in the cloud. My phone is full, can't take a picture. My don't have the bandwidth, or my computer is blocked because of iCloud. I'm like, okay, I had to get rid of iCloud. I just had to, like, but now that all that is all figured out, set up, John, the groom, John from KG Tropicals, helped me out with some organization on how to organize different kinds of media and things like that to make it a little easier. I stopped filming in 4K, which just chewed up every bit of space I had, and went back to 1080p. So I feel like I'm refreshed and ready to roll, and I'm pretty excited about that as well. Actually, I'm very excited about that. Look, I have been babbling on for 20 minutes and I didn't even talk about the topic. Mike's Aquatics and Things. I love that. Kaler's Aquatics and Reptiles. How is that going, Bob? I looked at your channel again. I didn't see the new reptile stuff. But maybe it's like what I'm doing is it's just the same as what I was doing, but less of. Who slacked on the like button? Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like I'm being distracted on my phone, but I'm not. I'm reading the chat because the chat is so far away. Speaking of reading, I think I need glasses. I think I've been so stubborn lately in refusing to go to the doctor and getting my eyes checked. I've actually had glasses since before kindergarten. Oh my God, it's going to storm. What am I going to do if it starts raining? You're going to see a lunatic. You're going to see a lunatic if it starts raining, guys. Ah! But anyway, tonight's topic is, do you have to change the water in a pond? Is it the same as a tank? Well, let me tell you, I didn't think so. And here's some of the reasons why I didn't think so. The first year I had the pond, I had a massive leak. I probably leaked 50 to 70 gallons a week. And I didn't know if it was a leak, if it was, I think it ended up being from the waterfall through deduction series of elimination. But every week I was putting in fresh water. So obviously that year the water was pristine and I didn't have Gina in my pond. So I just had the koi fish. Year 2, I got a whole bunch of free goldfish that, let's see if I can show you. I don't know if it's in here. You see them? There's only 6 koi there. The rest are all goldfish. Yep, the rest are all goldfish. And in my opinion, this 2,000-gallon pond is at its limit. I think not only is it at its limit, I think it might be over its bio load. I think it might be at its limit, if not over. So I am going to probably take some of these goldfish out and spread them out over some of the tubs. in all of the tubs except for the ones that I'm going to be doing some summer breeding in. Summer tubbing. Summer tubbing had me a blast. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. But it got me to thinking, I'm going to test the water. I never test the water in my pond. I never pull out my test kit and test the water because it's such a massive amount of water. So I figure I have a couple of weird situations. This bio load and something which you'll see in the upcoming footage. It was a little disturbing. But I wanted to test the water because I had a funny feeling there was an ammonia spike going on. And I don't want to go away for the week, come back to find all my koi gone. Definitely don't want that. Oh, I got to read the chat. I don't know if I can keep up with the chat and tell a story. I don't think I can. I never change the water in my tubs. Lots of marginals and floating plants. Exactly, Tom. And I like that you say that because the more plants you have, especially the marginals, those roots will suck up those nitrates amazing. Now that some of my ponds and tubs are turtle tubs, there's less and less plants because for them it's salad. For two, even if I have them floating, they use that as their basking station so they don't make it. So I have found that I have less plants in this pond than I ever have. So let me show you what I did. I started to do some water testing. I'm going to hold the white up behind it because it's not going to stay on its own. Let's see if this is, yeah, I did the water testing, and as you put the background up, you can see there's an ammonia spike, and the nitrates are about 0.25 ammonia, much higher than I 0 nitrite. I think it was at 20 or 40 parts per million. Nitrate. And look at that green ammonia. Let me explain that. Very, very upsetting. Very scary too. A little bit of an ammonia spike. One, because the bio load is huge. Way too much bio load for this size pond. I know this. The other thing is... This is what I was talking about. I didn't get it out yet. I don't know if you can see that there is a goldfish on the bottom of the pond right there. Half of a goldfish. Half. I'm going to assume Gina got it by accident. So I'm going to, by accident, you know what I meant. I'm going to pull that out and then do a water change. Okay, so that was the first pond I tested. The ammonia was super high. The nitrates was out of this world. And I realized, just like Tom was saying, is that usually my pond is filled with water lilies, hyacinths, water lettuce, creeping jennies. I do have the bog beans on the side and a monstera on the other side, and I have a lot of plants over in the waterfall part, but nothing like what I'm used to having and nothing that's to accommodate this bio load. So this is one of the reasons I would call like an exception as to why I would need to do a water change in this pond. Let me keep going. Now I'm up here with what's going to be my aquaponics, which is also the tub that I have all my plants in. Almost all my plants that from last year or the ones that I got this year, they're still all up there. I haven't distributed them yet. And this surprised me, and then I realized I forgot to do something. When all scorecards read 0, that does not mean that this is a cycled tank. What that means is there is no cycle. There is no nitrites, no nitrates, and no ammonia. This tank has no fish. I have never added ammonia to it. I have never fed it. And it just is aquatic plants. So before I add fish, I'm going to want to cycle this aquarium. Or I'm going to want to cycle this tank. I'm just not there yet. But I know a lot of people see that and they say, oh, they're all 0. It's good for fish. It's not. If you didn't do a cycle, if you didn't do the testing and see that you have at least 4 parts per million of ammonia to initiate the cycle and then to keep it going until that turns into nitrates, then you probably don't have a cycle, or your cycle crashed and burned and started from scratch. This is no cycle, just clean rainwater. Okay, so for some reason, I thought I put like 3 goldfish in here and started my cycle. I never ended up putting the fish in. I never put ammonia in. So I think in this tank, because it's a 175 gallon, I think. Maybe it's a 100-gallon tub, 100-gallon Rubbermaid. I think I am going to do a fish in cycle because of the volume of water and the amount of plants. But just a reminder, I know I got a lot of people that are asking me, especially some new axolotl owners. They think that their tank is cycled because everything's reading 0. But if they never had that ammonia, as you guys know.
So obviously I'm not going to change this water.
Yeah, that's nice rainwater. And now I go up to my turtle pond.
So this pond is the one that concerns me, and I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to put the white behind you, but this is just water.
So I don't think you can see it very well, but all of those test tubes, that's like green water. It is so green that when I bring John's super duper, our flashlight out here, I can't see past the green to check on my turtles. So I had a couple ideas and I have to fix the problem, but I also have to start doing water changes on this one. And I think it gets way too much sun. And I have a canopy over it, so it's not getting the rainwater water changes, because I count on the precipitation to be my water change. And I think this is just an odd series of events that's happening in this pond. I'll keep going.
It is already green with algae. So let's take a look to see what it's going to say about ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate.
Wilbur, my red ear spider,
is a good candidate that I'd want to do water change on. But I'd also want to find out the reason why it's filled with algae.
Yeah, because I can do water changes, but I have to figure out the reason why I'm doing that.
We'll just let it sit for a minute. I like putting these behind it so you can see that not only is that ammonia.
Nitrates are in there, even though the ammonia is 0. And that's going to keep getting darker.
It shows off with the white bottle, the actual color. Nitrate. Got to give that nitrate a few minutes. But that nitrate's already looking like it's over 10 parts per million. Looking like it's leaning towards 20. There's way too many nitrates in that pond. So I'm going to do probably about a 50% water change, because there are no fish in it, but there are turtles. And the turtles can take a drastic water change where the fish would be a little more sensitive. So when I'm draining a pond, what I do is I have my hose attached to a pump. I'm going to want to reuse that water because it's filled with amazing nitrates and water my garden. But I don't want the pump sitting on the bottom, because I have a lot of muck on the bottom of my pond. It makes my turtle happy. So what I do is I have a floating basket. I put the pump inside the floating basket in the pond, so it will pump out the water, and as it's pumping out water, it'll lower. I'll just keep lowering it down. Let me plug this in. I do have an outlet on this side. Can you see this?
Look at, there's 2 of them.
This is my electric box out here, and these are my ants.
Look at all those ants. Look at all those ants. I go and get some diatomaceous earth. And trust me, I like God's creatures. I don't like killing things, especially ants, but
I have so many ants in my backyard, it's not even funny. So yes, even if it's an ant, I know they're God's creatures, but I can't.
I'm telling you, sometimes I start walking and I get my foot in it.
I don't want to rid the world of ants.
But this is my electric box on.
I put my hands. Ugh. So I have an outlet here. There we go. And I'll take this, water everything back here. Start with the back. Even though we have no shortage of rain. No shortage. Like they certainly didn't need any water with all the rain we've had. But this top pond back here, I did a pretty big water change. I'll just cover that up. Yeah. That real life. Down here and hope that the turtles don't. Oh my goodness. One. I know the turtle gets up here, so gotta be careful. So yes. So those are my two exceptions to doing water changes. Normally, like this tub over here, it's got a small diamondback terrapin and a side neck turtle in it, an African side neck, and it's fine. Ammonia 0. I think the nitrates were so low, but the evaporation and the rain changes the water naturally. So it's amazing. And let me get rid of that bubble. And almost every one of my ponds has some kind of waterfall or overflow that I stuff filled with plants, lettuce, lilies, creeping jenny. What else do I have up there? Water celery, my asparagus fern now that I brought that out from last week, and some monsteras. I had no idea that the monsteras would do so well with their feet wet like that, but they're doing very well. And they help to keep the nitrates out of my pond. So I've never really had to do water changes. But this year, with these two exceptions, I thought, ooh. I figured I'd do a video on it because it's a new experience for me. If you had asked me last week, I would have said, no, I don't do water changes outside tubs. You know, but for these, I had to do water changes. And this one, that fish that died, I said like Gina accidentally. Gina is my yellow belly slider, and she's a little bit larger than a dinner plate. And I don't have any complaints with her. She comes when I call her. She eats right out of my hand. But if I put in food for her, and you know, and the koi and the fish get food, but when I put in food for her and the fish swims right between the food and her mouth, she's eating the fish. And I know that they're healthy goldfish. Would I feed my turtle goldfish on purpose? No. But if my goldfish eats the as long as the turtle doesn't touch my koi, I think I would be very upset. Especially my yellow koi, or some of my koi that are 14, 16 inches. But they're pretty quick. Gina, not so much. Yeah, not so much. So yes, I would agree with everybody that, like I said, for the tub that I was going to do fish in cycle, 2/3 fresh water, which is in there, then 1/3 aquarium water to start the tub. So maybe that's what I'll do with my tub that's reading all zeros. The fish that I put in there, I'll drain some of that water out and put the aquarium water in there. I could probably even put some of their substrate in there, and I wouldn't worry about the fish in cycle because it will already have more than enough beneficial bacteria for a 100-gallon aquarium with some live bearers in it. I'm not so worried about it. Now, if I was going to put in some big fish or real poopy like plecos or turtles, because they're very wasteful, they waste a lot. They poop a lot. Thank you, Bob said my hydrangea looks good. I love that hydrangea back there. I agree. I don't do water changes. Yep, I would have agreed too. But I think because it's not getting the rainwater, because it's underneath that sunscreen I built last year. Talk about a monstrosity. That thing is 12 foot tall. It's like a big, huge carport, but I have it over
my turtles, my ponds, everything back there because it was so much sun. It was like from sun up, they got the early morning sun, they got the afternoon sun, and they got the evening sun. There was no break. So I think it was just too much sun. So I put the shade cloth up, and it works great. But now those two ponds back there aren't getting a lot of natural rainwater. That remind me, I need to water my grass seed. Exactly. And let me tell you, when I water this grass and this grass seed with that high nitrate green pond water, it is amazing. The grass grows so quickly. It's amazing. And I was going to talk about the little bugs that I've got, bug eaters now. I got my chicks, my 6 chickens. Oh, can you call them chickens yet? They're just little chicks. They're out here pecking at those bugs, eating ants, eating worms. They're eating anything that they can get a hold of. I love my little sulky chickens. Wow, you have a good pond skull. Never know what's going on behind closed doors with some people. I picked up creeping Jenny, green lily, and variegated water clover. Oh, from the fish factory. I have to get to the fish factory. Overwintered bloody dock. Mine didn't come back this year. It would have been the 3rd year. I'm shocked. The pickerel and blue iris in the garage styra. So yeah, my blue iris came back from last year. The bog bean, I think I can see it here. You see it in the corner, in the bottom left-hand corner? That's my bog bean. That last year was so dense that even though the turtle was crawling on it, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. It was so dense and full and lush. So that's why I'm not too worried about that bog bean. But everything else, even the water lettuce, not water lettuce. Yeah, I don't mean the floating water lettuce. Celery, the water celery. The red air slider is just ripping that to pieces. Doesn't look like he's eating it, but he's shredding it. But he could be eating it, so, Is Amber in the house? Ah, Amber! How are you? Love, I'm so happy to see you. You're not in Aquashella, are you? I missed it. Hi, Amber. Hey, big city bettas. This is awesome. How are you doing? I've got 6 species of pothos. I know nothing compared to you, but I'm getting there. I'm building my collection and loving it. Loving it. And I don't know if you were on earlier when I said I put my monstera in one of my waterfalls. Didn't know how it would do, but it was pretty struggling inside. And it is thriving. It is unfurling new growth like crazy. Had no idea. So I think the one that I have inside, I'm going to take it out and put it in leca so that its feet are always in the water. So, oh, it's so good to see you, Amber. Yeah. Look at me. I'm going crazy. I'm crazy. So, yeah, I don't know if you said if you were at Aquashella. But I don't think you did go to Aquashella. I feel so jealous. Everybody is there having a great time. Everybody's talking to each other. But it's so weird because, like, when I go, and I know the same thing, it looks the same to everybody, but I'm always, you know how you feel kind of like awkward. Not this one. I'm at home. Can't read that far. Not this one. I'm at home doing all right, busting my butt with all these bettas. I bet you are. Betta busting butt. Can you breed bettas outside? So I know my paradise fish do well and the gouramis do good. Just curious, would betta fish breed well outside? I never thought about that. Although, now that I have axolotl babies, it is way too intensive. I can't even imagine breeding bettas. Can't even imagine. It's so intensive because now if I don't get them into their own thing, they're starting to eat each other. So I've got one axolotl that's huge. The other ones are like, one is smaller and the other one is gone. I'm like, so now it's getting more and more Tupperware, and I got to figure out some kind of automatic water change for these axolotls so that there's always fresh water dripping in and dripping out, because it is non-stop, man. I am hoping to have the funds to do a betta booth at Chicago. That would be so cool. I want to have a gypsy caravan of betta jars for sale. Hey Maria, what is a gypsy caravan of betta jars? Oh, you want to put a whole bunch out for sale. Oh, that sounds exciting. I will help you. Oh, no, I can't go to Chicago. Who am I kidding? That's over 600 miles away. That's a ways away. But, what is the one that's coming up in Keystone Clash is coming up. So if there is a YouTuber, a content creator for the fish world, a fish tuber, going to Keystone Clash, I want to bring this handmade compartmental fish aquarium that I got from Donnie. Now this is Donnie's aquarium from NY Gold. He wants it back when we're done, but it's like a traveling tank. I've had it for almost a year, and I've got chili reservoirs in it because it's like maybe 2.5 gallons, but they're like 4 chambers. And if you check out my video, you can see Fishman handmade it with his acrylic. But we thought it would be a great idea that when I'm done with it, another YouTuber can take it, set it up their way, and then we can compare how Donnie did it, I did it, they do it. And then maybe a year later, they'll take it somewhere else to another fish tuber and keep the cycle going. As long as when it's done, it ends up back with Donnie. We thought this is going to be a great idea. So since I'm not real confident in shipping it, either I'm going to go to a swap meet and find somebody, or find somebody who's going to Keystone Clash that is willing to set it up and make a video about it. How's that sound? I think that sounds exciting. Good day, Craig. Hey, Craig, how are you? I want my booth to look like a caravan, only full of jars. Oh, I get it. Filled with bettas for sale. It's my dream. Girl, that's an amazing dream. That's awesome. We're going to make it happen. Got to make it happen, man. Look at everyone saying good day to Craig. Good day, Craig. Amber's Apothecary. I love it. I love it. So yeah, so those are some of the things that I got going on. I don't think I'm going to a fish event yet. I'm really waiting for Bucks County Aquarium Society to start meeting in person again. That will be nice. That will be really nice. We're getting to the point where I'm pretty sure everybody's maskless now. Everybody's regular. We're back to normal. So we just got to wait for some of these, like, because we're inside of another building. They have to be okay with it. So we just got to wait. I'm waiting it out. I'm waiting it out, man. I'm waiting it out. I can't make it this year. Oh, Patty's not going to make it to Chicago? Oh, hi, Danikin. How are you doing, Danikin? So, yeah, so the most immediate things that I got going on right now, besides trying to get these ponds ready for my vacation, is I am Thursday morning. I'm jumping on my motorcycle and riding out to York, Pennsylvania by myself. A little exciting, a little stressful, a little exciting. And I'm packing my roller skates. Just thought I'd put it out there. I'm packing my roller skates because if I don't practice every day, I don't want to lose what I just started learning. And it is going to be a whole bunch of women motorcyclists. We raise money for breast cancer. It's an amazing event. It's called MAWMR, MAWMR. We usually do a parade through the town. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited anyway. So that's coming up. That's, yeah. I'm bringing my computer too. Is that weird? I don't want to bring too much stuff on my motorcycle, but I really want to get these videos edited and put out because it's been so long since, and I really enjoy editing and making videos. It's been so long since I had storage for it that I just got to make it happen. I'm just going to make it happen. Heck yeah. Thank you, Susie. I love my idea. I have a canopy that is 10 by 10 booth size, and I'm going to build 3 walls of shelves fitted on my display jars, flex watt heat tape, and LED strips. That sounds amazing. Oh man, I want to go and help. I want to go and help. I want to be a part of your booth. Oh, that sounds awesome. Presentation is everything, exactly. Kaler's Aquatic is on in 15 minutes. Kaler's Aquatics and Reptiles is on in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Let's take a look at the fish and see if they're doing anything. Let's see here. See those big koi? Those koi, this is their 4th year. There's 3 of them that are large, 2 medium, and the yellow one. But all the rest are goldfish that I picked up from, somebody says, come get these goldfish. They're free. So I'm like, free goldfish? I was running down the street with a bucket and nets to their pond because they were moving. When I got there, I have never seen goldfish this big before. They were all the same size as my koi. I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. But I think if I split out some of this goldfish in all the different ponds, because summertime and breeding last year didn't work out so well for me. I'm going to keep it to the 1 tub, maybe 2 of the live bearers. But I think I'm going to propagate plants, do my aquaponics. My aquaponics is doing great. I think I'll feature that next week. My lettuces are growing well. Nasturtiums, marigolds, anything and everything that my tortoises and my bearded dragons and my chickens and my parrot can eat, I'm trying to grow myself. Because they eat a lot. I reiterate, a lot. And I think I'm going to have somebody come in and check. Amy is going to check on my animals. So she lives here. She's my oldest daughter. She knows my animals very well. And she knows, like that they all get water and each one gets lettuce in. She's out here feeding all the turtles all the time because she's Amy and she's just awesome. Awesome human being. But yeah, so that's what I got coming up. No aquashella in my future. Although, now I'm going to start thinking about the Chicago one. 670 miles on a plane, I think I was looking at it. Or if I was to drive it. Now, we do have an offer if we go out to Chicago. So John is thinking about that. We might actually ride our bikes out and stay with some people out there. So we're talking about it. We're talking about it. I got to get him into it. Thank you guys. I'm excited and it's nice to know other people think it's a neat idea. Oh my gosh, that's a fantastic idea, Amber. It sounds amazing. And we do only have 10 minutes left. So I want to show you again what my friend Ken handmade for me. Hand carved out of wood, painted. Look at that. He's even got the eyeball. So that eyeball is actually the silhouette of a betta fish inside the angelfish, which is inside the Q for Susie Q. So yeah, that's amazing. And I got some other fan art that I want to bring to start bringing to my live streams. Like last week, what did I have last week? Oh, Fishy Biz sent me some awesome merch. That was pretty cool. It was a towel, it was dog tags, it was a t-shirt. So that's cool. And guess what? I think I made it through the live stream without rain. I am shocked. Oh, there's my plant channel. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. And I'm starting to, the lava rock? There's all different lava rock that we use in the aquarium. I can't think of it right now. It's white. very porous. Well, it's also a medium that's used in the plant world instead of soil. So I'm gonna do some videos on that because that's what some of my water filters are gonna be made of. Hi Terry. Terry, you're 10 minutes dang it late. He's late. So what is a good hashtag for Bob's stream? I love doing that. I love doing the hashtags for Bob's stream. Oh, I need your help with that. Look at me. Look at this. Guys, this is just so chillaxing. Let me tell you. Oh, I sat back without my phone. I gotta read. I gotta read. Oh, Texas Holy Rock. No, it's a lava rock. It's a rock that it's volcanic rock. Not pumice. I have it written down because I always forget it. I think it actually helps filter aquariums as well. It might be pumice. Yeah. Gotta overhead surprise me. Okay, gotta head over. Gotta overhead. Oh, Craig, I love it. I love it. Hashtag Severums. Because I got some ideas for my 120-gallon Severum tank that might get some new creatures in there because my 40-gallon breeder's leaking. Leaking? I'm going to say it's seeping out water. And it's got my Polypterus in there, my 3 Bashirs. And they're going to need a larger tank. Oh, hashtag roller skates. Can you believe I'm roller skating? Oh my gosh. Over 60 and roller skating. I don't care, man. I'm having a blast. I look like a complete idiot, and guess what? Don't care. I've got the helmet, the elbow pads, the knee pads, the wrist pads. I don't care. I don't want anything to happen. Hey, John. Swiss Aquatics. Need to repot half of my plants. Not looking forward to it. Oh, Swiss. I absolutely love repotting plants. I absolutely love it. I think I'm gonna sit down and do a live stream on my plant channel while I repot plants because it's so much fun. And then you get to like really dive deep into the roots. Like how often do you get to dive deep into the roots of your plants? Hardly ever, unless you're repotting. So, oh, I do love to pot up, repot, change the soil. Hashtag bike trip. Oh, my bike trip is coming up. Ooh, hashtag bike trip. I'm very excited. I got to start packing. I'm going to start freaking out if I think about it too much. Don't think about it. I already got like half my truck, things that would fit in my truck, I think I'm taking with me. I've got a motorcycle with 2 bags, and it's got to last me all weekend. So clothes I don't care about. I'll bring 4 pair of underwear. I don't care. I'm fine. Well, I wear more than underwear, but I don't have to bring it. I love it. Yes, Marie, we're all going to stroll on over to Bob's Aquatics and Reptiles. I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, and as I'm looking at my pond, it already looks so much clearer. Just from doing that, maybe what I do, about 200 gallons off of the 2,000. That looks good. I can't wait to see the turtle pond to see how well that cleared up. Yeah. Well, this is awesome. I got my thing on because I am going to play, you know, my song. I'm going to play my song. I'm going to have Sarah add a couple more verses to it to incorporate like different things that I just, you know, I have to say that I get obsessed with. I want to thank everybody for coming out on this amazing Sunday night. And look, it did not rain. It did not rain. And I was perfectly willing to tell everybody that you don't have to do water changes. You don't need filters, nothing on your ponds. Just make sure you got lots of plants and rainwater. But I had 2 exceptions this week, so I figure I better say it. Push it as far as I can have 3 foot tall, 4 foot wide Monstera deliciosa in an 8-inch pot. Oh, you do push it. I'm surprised that thing didn't topple over. So there is the link to Bob Kaler's, but stay and listen to this amazing song.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said